Hi, welcome to SourceFed. I'm Joe Beretta.
I'm Elliott Morgan.
Yep. And they got some good stuff. We're talking Picasso, Gauguin,
Matisse, Monet.
but no Pollock.
No.
Nobody wants a Jackson Pollock. It's just freaking scribbles, paint scribbles.
Well, I mean, actually, there is a defense that at the time there wasn't that much going on in that realm, and so for psychological purposes, it actually conveys more than most people recognize. And the difference between somebody being able to do it and somebody actually doing it is that he actually did it. And so it's like, if you're going to do that argument, then it's like, well, what have you done? Do you have any art to compare? Then you get into the whole argument of like, well, if you're as successful as Justin Bieber, you can't dislike Justin Bieber, but anybody can have the objective opinion, and it doesn't necessarily mean that one's right or wrong, you know? I've never seen one of his paintings.
They're really good.
Which include Claude Monet's Waterloo Bridge, London, and Charing Cross Bridge, London. Paul Gauguin's Femme devant une fenêtre ouverte de fiancé, Mère de Hans autoportrait, and Lucian Freud's Woman with Eyes Closed. Clearly, I have no idea what I'm talking about right now, and I acknowledge that I butchered the names of famous works of art and their creators.
And I acknowledge that I couldn't do it either, and I made Elliott say it.
And I'll be the other cool guy who talks on the phone, Elliott Pitt. But here's the good news. Even if authorities don't apprehend these cool suit-wearing Las Vegas frequenting robber guys, the art will be next to impossible to sell without detection. So the chances of the recovery skew in favor of the museum.
Unless this is the work of Joe Clooney.
And Elliott Pitt. Those two dudes will never get caught.
Nah, they're too cool to get caught.
They wear shades.
One last job.
Then I'm done.
As long as I get the girl.
And the money.
It's probably Edward Scissorhands. I'm just kidding, he could never do it. He has scissors for hands, what an idiot. No, I'm just applauding. Nice.
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 Hi, words. I don't know how to read. You can go to the top of that paragraph again. I'm gonna try again.
How are you? You gotta stop.
Was that your butt?
I like doing it to see if you can like continue your sentence. I time it right when you're in the middle of a tangent.
Say what they are too.
Don't poot on me.
Look, it was a fake poot. If you want a real one, I can conjure it real fast. Now you're just being Joe. Dan, we're gonna give you our meaty bits, and then we're gonna let you continue to work on that while we finish up our fluffy bits.
Oh, right? Oh, you get it.
Bits.
You get it.
Bits.
You get it.
Alrighty.
Elliott Morgan, hey you with your fancy shirt and your fancy clothes. Elliott Morgan. Elliott Morgan.
She finally grew into her nose.
That's so sweet. I'm like literally coming up with a million alternatives of not to be mean, and you're finding meaner ones. Okay.
I'm a d. It's like I'm a GQ model. In Grants Pass, Oregon, they have crazy people. That's also where Lee was born. I'm not saying there's a link there, I'm just presenting the facts. And on Tuesday morning, a few crazies got together and all the craziness got stirred up and it acted like this psychedelic fairy dust, just making crazy, crazy, crazy everywhere. The world is off. Allegedly, Tolhurst pushed the young sign pusher over, which pissed off her daddy, who then attacked Tolhurst. So Ted Clare goes after this protester and starts just freaking beating the crap out of him. He throws the protester to the ground and just starts wailing on the guy, but the protester, Tolhurst, is all, it's cool, punchy big puncher, Steve. Let me just reach into my pock and pull out my little knife.
And then I do a little shing and a little cut and a little slice and a kapow.
And now the guy's dead. I'm just kidding, he's not dead. But he is in the hospital. That tends to happen when you stab 7 times. And see, this is what happens when you have opinions, okay? Opinions make people crazy. You can put a gun in my head and I'll give you all my credit cards, I'll give you all my money before I tell you what I think about stuff. You know why? Because people hate you for your opinions. People will actually decide if they think you are a good or a bad person based on what you think about issues. You see it in politics when Ann Coulter spews out a degrading, offensive slur against the president. You see it in religion when so-called Christians ridicule and exclude the gay community. And you see it on the lawns of Planned Parenthood when a belief that abortion kills life warps into you actually harming life yourself. So for the rest of my life, I'm going entirely opinionless.
What's your favorite TV show?
Community. That's not an opinion. That's an uncontested reality. Oh, Joe died. Turns out he had a knife in his pocket.
Idiot.
Yeah, I'm going to use a Monopoly analogy. It's like when you're playing me Monopoly and you land on New York Avenue and I have a hotel on it because I happen to love the orange properties and you're like, I don't have any money. And I'm like, dude, if you give me Boardwalk and Park Place, we'll call it even and everybody will be happy. That's fair. It's not exactly a nice thing to do because that's how I roll when I'm playing Monopoly.
I like the railroad.
I typically choose to be the car. Sometimes the ship if I am feeling particularly lucky.
I like the thimble. Peter Pan says it's a kiss.
That's not a kiss, Peter.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us for commentary, where we go through your comments throughout the week and respond to them with our words. Stay tuned for the rest of the weekend because we have more programming coming up for you. I'm Elliott Morgan. That's Joe Beretta, Steve Zaragoza, Lee Newton, Meg Turney. We'll see you next time.
I don't like this. It's too CNN.
On that note, last night I was out putting food in my mouth. I met one of the guys from Breaking Bad. He didn't seem happy to be being bothered while he was eating, but I did it anyway.
Maybe because Elliott and his wife went over and sat right next to him.
I think that because you did that, Elliot, this is an open call to all the viewers that if they see you having dinner with your wife or with family and
Yeah,
friends,
oh yeah.
come right over.
Yeah.
I always say
Girl
that,
with
Joe.
the butt that they don't need the seat, and then both people.
That's great, yeah.
That was
Sit
the
down.
most pervy thing you've ever said on this show. That was it right there. It was.
I peeked.
You gotta get a girl with a butt that don't need to use a toilet seat.
James Claxton says, I bought a burger from Dairy Queen and on my bike ride home saw Hobo in the alley, stopped, asked him his last meal. After hearing it had been a day, I gave him a burger.
It's the word hobo.
Yep.
My rule for it to be a time travel movie, there needs to be a device that you use to travel through
Like-
time. If you're hit by lightning, or you get amnesia,
Yeah.
or you're frozen,
Or
or whatever.
say you have a time traveling keytar.
Why, Lee Newton, are you talking about Benjamin Franklin time traveler?
I think I am.
Darrow C.H. Brown that says 3 seasons of Benjamin Franklin time traveler and a movie. Oh God, yes. Oh, and if you're curious about
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin time traveler, here's an annotation to see that video
that?
right now.
Evidence stacked up against Humberto, including multiple emails and instant messages where he discussed all of his dark intentions with a potential accomplice.
And what was the content of one of those emails, Elliot?
Well, Joe, in one, he said he wanted to cook a human, quote, over a low heat, keep her alive as long as possible. Thank you for making me say that.
You are welcome.
No women were hurt and no one was kidnapped. Just 2 dudes left standing wide-eyed in a white room.
Who hurt you?
You can tell us.
So, what's the weirdest thing you guys have ever eaten? Let us know in the comments down below.
And while you're down there, like, subscribe, click this annotation for our 5 daily stories, or go to SourceFed.com for word type news. Also, you can go to 4humanpeoples.com and stack up on SourceFed gear because it's really good decoration and it goes with all your feng shui crap. I'm Elliott Morgan.
I'm Joe Beretta.
You guys want to see like some behind the scenes?
Yeah,
type
here we go.
stuff? We got
These are apple boxes. This
Stand
one's
box.
mine. That was Lee's. Hey, watch
Paper
this.
box.
Slow motion. Slow
12,
motion
everybody.
at the camera.
This is a sandbag. You weigh stuff down. Sometimes I fall over and they have to use those. This is gaff tape. It goes on our chest and on the ground. It's really good stuff.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
G Perdomo 426 says, I'm so happy the girls covered this one. The guys would have just made a pervy. That's not true. You would have felt protected. Probably would have lit candles and read some poetry. Haikus probably with bongos. You don't know any. You don't know me. Freaking romantic.
I would hate it if I had to walk in from a long day at work and you were sitting there with candles and your stupid bongo haikus, and I was like, I guess.
It's called aromatherapy.
guess we're doing this.
And art.
What would you do if you had a sex tape release?
I'd probably step in front of like a bus.
We'd probably get to see a lot of weird bongo and haiku type shit.
Make it go away. Make it go away. First of all, what is XCOM?
It's
Yeah.
a strategy game.
Every game is a strategy
is a
game.
you-
Tic-tac-toe is a strategy game.
Everything's a strategy
Every
game.
game is a strategy game.
Dating is a friggin' strategy game.
Am I right? I'm married.
You're gonna need to silence that thing. You're a horrible person. Give it.
Yep.
Give me that phone. Give me that phone, please. Give me that phone. You don't want to do that. Oh, you don't want to do that. So many germs.
John Bra says, I don't understand how people actually like Big Bang Theory or 2.5 Men. Also, I've never heard of Patrick Dempsey. I don't mind Ashton Kutcher and Hugh Laurie and Alec Baldwin are awesome.
Okay, well, Patrick Dempsey is a handsome man that
He's
finds his way
McDreamy,
into
right?
your
He's
heart.
not
Yeah,
that
he's
handsome.
McDreamy.
He's
Yeah.
alright. He's just a dude.
And 2.5 Men was hilarious,
I don't get
but
the Patrick Dempsey thing. I don't get it. It bothers me.
Hey, buddy.
It
You're
doesn't make
handsome
any
too.
sense.
Hey,
That's all I
Elliot.
needed.
Elliot.
That's all I needed.
You're handsome too, buddy.
Thank you.
Look at those. Show them that beautiful eyes. Go look at those beautiful eyes. Look at those gorgeous eyes. Show them that handsome smile.
there it is. Oh, we tried so hard.
What do you mean?
Also, check out Steve's awesome music video for the Master Debate song, which is super catchy. And for the record, I was president of the Master Debate Club in high school. Why is that funny? It was. It's awesome. Don't make fun of me.
Sounds like
Oh. Bubble wrap.
And that's it, guys, for Comment Commentary. So we'll see you next week for more SourceFed. Bye.
Yay!
I just feel like without the animals.
For you.
My favorite dinosaurs, I don't give a crap. I'm just kidding. It's a Stegosaurus. It's the Brontosaurus. What are we even doing? You know? It's like sometimes I feel like I'm making a difference in the world, and I feel like I'm changing lives, and then I come in and I see this. And granted, it's adorable. But then it makes this noise. Where'd it go? And I want to die.
It was really fun. We broke it down, built it back up again, redefined media. I had a blast. Really pleased that you guys had me here and bring me back.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You trying to look over my shoulder? I'm working.
Huh? We're trying to. Little pervert? Creep?
Dang it, like that, like creepy
Harry, get your phone.
45-year-old dad in a conservative household, like a little pervert.
Grenade!
I can't commit it.
Very impressed.
Elliott, say something funny.
Ow.
13,000 times. Fucking got that. Team Ariel hit. Pow. You. All the 5 videos. Me. 26-year-old. You. Don't use these for blooper. Her new. Me. Sorry. Don't forget to click the. You.
I'm sorry!
Stop. Don't ever use those. I'll cut you from groin to neck. Do not use any more jerking off things.
Coral has her. God, no.
We are the
Look
world.
up. That's even worse. We are the world. Is that what I start with?
We are the world. Coral has herpes. That's it. That's really it.
Stop. Okay.
Method acting
Think up.
at its best, everybody.
We are the world. God. Oh my God. We are the world. Coral has herpes. If we all change our little ways, we can all get tanned.
So buckle up, buddies. You're about to get face by a rainbow of knowledge. You're about to get kicked by a rainbow of knowledge. You're about to get mind raped by a rainbow of knowledge. So buckle up, buddies. Your pants are about to get torn down. Your torn off by a rainbow of knowledge. Ugh.
What is your tape for? What is your tape for? Elliott, what's your tape for? What's your tape for? What's your tape
My
for?
friend goes on your shirt and you
What's
take
your
that
tape
to your
for?
shirt. Nope, not like that.
What's your tape for?
Nope. I've been through this already.
You got my tag.
It's not face tape.
Hey, you got my tag.
Certain types were you cannot do that anymore. That's bad for your eyes and it's bad for I know, biting the nipples anymore.
So it's gonna be fuck you, cops. Damn it. Fuck the police.
The police.
Guys, I'm so sick of all this crime. So fucking
Shut up, Steve. Literally, you cry all the time. You cry and shit. That's all you do.